Thank you to Secretary Kennedy, our chairman of the Make America Healthy Again Commission, and thank you to Brooke Rollins for hosting us here today. It's not such a big secret anymore that while Brooke is in charge of USDA every day in America is National Agriculture Day, it's on the top of the list and agenda. Not just for her, but she makes it a top priority and focus all across the entire administration. To all the USDA employees who are here, thank you for your incredible service. To the men and women who are here, who are the engine of the U.S. economy and our food supply. It is important for our leaders of agriculture, our farmers or ranchers all across America to have the tools that they need to be able to survive, to succeed, to thrive, to follow gold standard science, and for agencies like EPA to be transparent. And as many of Secretary Kennedy's biggest supporters say, it's an important need for us to be radically transparent with the American public. Our colleague from the cabinet is also here, Administrator Kelly Loeffler. It's great to be with you as well. And it just shows how important today is, and today's announcement is that you have 4 members of the cabinet coming together. And you know, this is so Brooke Rollins right here, product of USA. And thank you, Brooke. Now, to make her insanely jealous, though, as I leave here, I'm heading to Texas. So that's where her heart is. No offense to anyone who's based here in D.C., but it is a privilege to be here. EPA is focused on a number of very important topics that are key for agriculture all across America. We are in the process of finalizing right now a new definition of waters of the United States. It's important for our farmers, our ranchers, our landowners to have a definition that is simple, that no longer requires you to hire an attorney or a consultant to tell you whether or not water on your property is a water of the United States. It is important to appropriately limit the power of the federal government so that there is no longer over-regulation, understanding that our state and local leaders know their land, air, and water better than federal bureaucrats. We want to get it right. After I was sworn in, I traveled to all 50 states, a lot of time spent with farmers and a lot of stories about tractors that were breaking down in the middle of harvest because of their diesel exhaust fluid systems. So we are working on a number of fixes to be as responsive as possible to it. Last August, with Administrator Loeffler and Secretary Rollins, EPA announced new guidance that significantly reversed the deratements for these systems. We need to go further. We are going further. We sent out a request to 14 engine manufacturers to get data that we can rely on to make a decision that permits us to go further on this issue. New guidance, new rulemaking, including, by the way, new guidance that was put out with regards to right to repair. Too often our farmers have been forced to go to certain authorized dealers to repair their farm equipment. Our farmers should have the ability to repair their farm equipment themselves if they please, and there was too much red tape that was preventing them from being able to do that. Our upcoming proposal for a new rulemaking, though, going even further, we are looking at getting rid of deratements altogether on equipment, eliminating the deratements completely that are caused by the diesel exhaust fluid system. Again, trying to be as responsive as we possibly can to the concerns of agriculture. Before the end of this month, we will be releasing the new renewable volume obligation numbers. This has also been a partnership with through the interagency process to be able to get it right. When we came into this position 14 months ago, we inherited a lot of backlogs. Pesticide review, by the way, the backlog was 14,500. New chemicals, 400. Small refinery exemptions, 175. But the renewable volume obligations were supposed to be set in November of 2024. That deadline was blown, but never again will that be blown. We are fixing that just like we are with all the other backlogs that were inherited and processes that needed to be fixed. It is important for this administration to follow the law, and for us at EPA, it has allowed us to pursue a lot of necessary deregulation, as was referenced by Secretary Rollins so eloquently. The Supreme Court, in a decision called Loper-Bright, overturned what's called the Chevron doctrine. What that means is that no longer can a rogue, unelected bureaucrat like you might find at an agency at the federal government, no longer can you just get creative with the federal law, look at a law and say, well, I guess because it doesn't say we can't, I guess that means that we can. No, we're going to follow the best reading of the law. And following the best reading of the law is why we just announced with President Trump in the Roosevelt Room in the White House the largest act of deregulation in the history of the United States. We believe at the EPA that you can protect the environment and grow the economy. It's not a binary choice between the two, where in order to protect the environment, we have to suffocate entire sectors of our economy out of existence. And our farmers who are here need the support of the federal government every day. And Secretary Rollins making every day National Agriculture Day all throughout the federal government is the leadership that we need, and it's an honor to be here alongside her for today's very big announcement. So thank you to Secretary Rollins,